Have you ever noticed how pain doesn't stay in one area? It moves around the body. So one day you might have pain in your neck, the next week it might be pain in the hip, or the following week pain in the foot. In this video, I'm going to share with you why pain moves around the body and what you can do to change that so that you get lasting relief from pain. So hello, my name is Catherine and I support people to free themselves from pain so that they can move pain-free every day. So let's get started. When you don't understand why pain moves around the body, it can start to be frustrating. It just feels like a different pain is showing up every day or every week. And not understanding why this is happening can cause us to be angry, annoyed and frustrated at our body. Why are all these pains showing up? And unsure about what to do. I've been there. I know how it feels to have a pain in a body and just wanting to solve that pain. And when you have solved that pain, another pain shows up and it's just like, oh my goodness, something else I need to deal with. Pain moves around the body because it's one connective system. The fascia in the body is connected to everything. So when we have a pain in one area, it is generally linked to another pain in the body that might not yet have surfaced. So when we only deal with the pain in the one area and we may solve that problem or it eases, that's why the pain in other areas may actually show up, is because they were both connected. So for example, if you have pain in the neck, you may deal with that pain, but then you may also compensate, your body's compensating for that pain. So you might slouch your shoulder slightly, you might tilt your head to one side because you've got a pain in this area. You might then tilt your hips, you might collapse into the core, and we're affecting the whole of the body. So this pain that you're experiencing might be because you've got a pain in the hip or that you've collapsed into the core, but it's showing up as a pain signal to you in the neck. But if we release the hip or release the diaphragm so that we can raise the shoulders back and down, then the neck pain would go as well. But if we just address the neck pain, then we're only dealing with the pain that's in the neck and not the pain in the other places of the body. Pain isn't random, it's our body's way of communicating to us. But if we just deal with where the pain shows up, we may get relief for a while, but pain will then show up somewhere else. And this is where block therapy comes in. Block therapy has a 3-step system so that we can release pain from the body. The first step is to decompress the fascia. So this is using the block therapy block or a tightly rolled up towel and placing this somewhere in the body. Now, in the online classes that I hold, we cover the whole of the body. The whole body needs to be covered in order to get to the root cause of the pain. So we start with decompressing the fascia using that rolled up towel or the block therapy block. And then step 2 is to inflate the area, and we do this with the breath. So when the block or the towel is in place, we connect to that diaphragmatic breath. This is breathing, if you can, in and out through the nose. We breathe in to the belly, feeling that belly expand, and then we breathe out through the nose, making that belly small. This inflates the area, it melts away the restrictions, it releases all the pain, the toxins from the body. And then the third step is to maintain the space, and we do this with correct alignment and posture, just being aware of how we are standing, how we are walking, being aware of the pains that surface, and then going back to step 1 to decompress that fascia, connecting to the breath again, and then being aware of our posture for step 3. This allows the body to realign and release the pain from the root cause. If you're ready to release the pain and experience a block therapy class, there's a link in my description. These classes are online and you can do them in a bed, on the floor, or even in a chair. All you need is a tightly rolled up towel or the block therapy block. In my next video, I'm going to share with you what you can do when pain surfaces. So don't forget to subscribe so you know when my next video comes out.